Hello there and welcome back to some more Gran Turismo 4. Today we'll continue on with Let's Play. This is episode 86. In today's episode we are finishing off Mazda's manufacturer races with a look at the NRA RX-8 Cup. For that we need a Mazda RX-8 as the name would suggest, because it's for Mazda RX-8s only. Mazda's best Rotary car. We are going to use the Mazda well, we've got three choices. We've got an RX-8, an RX-8 Type E, and an RX-8 Type S, and we're going to go with the Type S.
Why not the Type E?
The Type
S stands for
I'm going to buy it in blue because I need
S.
a yellow one at some point.
Type S stands for sexual.
Can we just point something out?
No.
Why have I used a car which has been some variation, like either green, blue, or purple, which are kind of variations on blue, realistically?
Yeah.
That's the only colour of car I've used this entire time.
You have a nap.
How's it a variation of blue?
What's the next car? Oh, shit, the next car might end up being blue as well, actually, looking at it.
Please don't.
Well, the car after that will be green. And then it will be yellow.
Not just yellow.
It'll be white, so it'll be okay. It's fine. I've got this all planned out. Anyways, NRA RX-8 Cult. It's for RX-8. You can use the concept cars if you want as well, which is pretty neato. Anyways, it's actually a full-on championship, and we'll be going to Mazda Raceway Laguna Seca. Who could have predicted that?
What's a
Special
surprise?
Stage Route 5, Fuji Speedway, El Capitan, and Tsukuba Raceway.
Tsukuba!
Do you know what I like about this the most? And LRC will get a kick out of this.
What?
The fact the description says the new age of rotaries. I'm pretty certain this wasn't an age of rotaries so much as the last age of rotaries.
Yes.
Well, I mean, it
Everything
kind of died
died.
after that.
Yeah, this is the car that sort of killed the rotary engine.
Well,
A bit.
actually, no. All of the Puerto Ricans have been buying Toyota Starlets and shoving rotaries in them, so I can't say that they've really died.
What?
Yeah, that's what they do. Ask Angel about it sometime.
Sure. It sounds interesting.
Do you know what I like the most about you tonight?
What?
You sound like you're in a concert hall and it's amazing.
Yes, it's my new setup.
It sounds
like the
so...
echo?
You should... When Boost was here, you should have been doing my Weasel gimmick. Like,
We'll have to do it next time.
sultry radio
10
DJ.
respect points.
10 A-spec points. Ironically, this car apparently has a rev gauge that goes up to 10.
Wow.
How many times will it do that?
I don't know.
Apparently, we can't make the joke that it goes all the way up to 11.
Do you know what my favourite thing is?
What?
There's 3 different models of RX-8 in this race, but you cannot tell anything between any of them. They all legitimately look exactly the same.
But that's Gran Turismo though. Half the cars in the car list are just the same.
No, well, the Type E, Type S, and the standard one do actually have minor differences.
Really?
Yeah, the standard one makes
Okay.
less power than the Type E, and the Type E makes less power than the Type S.
Yes.
And in case you're curious, the Type S is the one that I believe is the only one that we got in Europe, so who cares? Because it's the full fat 230 brake horsepower one. And I don't believe we got any other one. I think the only RX-8 we got was 230 brake horsepower. And I believe America was exactly the same.
Also,
Actually, LRC, didn't they tune rotaries different for America? Didn't they? Oh no, that's Honda's, isn't it?
Well, see, the thing of it is that certain cars have to... Well, the strange thing about rotaries is that up until the RX-8, the gas you were supposed to put in was as low an octane as you could get your hands on. Don't ask me why. Like, even with the turbocharged versions, it's like stupidly low compression. I think my RX-7 is like...
7.5.
Nah, a little higher than that. Might be in like the 8 range, possibly 9 on a high end, but the turbo is like even lower. So rotaries are weird. That's kind of the key takeaway. And with the RX-8, they cranked up the compression to like almost 11.5. Might be in the 10s, but it's still stupid high, and that's why they keep blowing up.
Why? Did they only do that just so they could make it naturally aspirated and then have power, or what?
Yes, because if you port a rotary, like if you do a bridge port, that basically halves your engine life. So it only goes like 50,000 miles instead of 100.
Hmm.
And then if you go with like a full peripheral port, you have to rebuild it every time you run it. You know, for more than 20 minutes.
I like how Rotary is and I don't know if it's completely true, but they do definitely seem like the sort of engines where, like most engines, it's like, oh yeah, if it'll go forever if you really take care of it. And the Rotary just seems like it really is just a ticking time bomb.
Yeah.
Like eventually, it will just need a rebuild.
It'll run forever. If you
Yours
don't
is on
drive
like
it.
100,000 miles, though, isn't it? RC or something.
It was rebuilt.
Oh yeah,
That's
it was
the
rebuilt,
thing.
wasn't it?
It was rebuilt less than 10,000 miles ago. So mine's still in good shape.
So naturally,
the
that's why
owner-
you want to kill it with more turbo.
That's naturally why I don't want to do anything to the engine. I want to do a lot of things to the rest of the car. So that way, when the engine inevitably blows up, I have a platform of which I can sort of work with.
You see, here's the thing, as I've heard from Scotian as well, you two know how to do actual car modification, which is mod everything around the engine before going for the engine, whereas everyone else is like, blah, blah, power.
Yes.
Let me
actually.
stick an LS in my Impala and it won't explode. Like, okay, alright, have fun there.
Yeah. That's why currently sitting in the garage is a Ford Taurus alternator and a big beefy aluminum radiator alongside a Taurus E fan.
I was about to act surprised, but then I was like, oh yeah, Mazda was owned by Ford at some point, so that makes perfect sense.
Well, actually, believe it or not, the Ford Taurus is like a treasure trove of stuff, which is like really good, surprisingly. But if you cobble it all together into a Ford Taurus, suddenly it's completely worthless.
Wait
But if you take
a
the parts off and
second.
sell it, what?
I bought this thing with 237 horsepower, right?
Yes, and now it's somewhere up to the neighborhood of 280, 290.
God, did they really lie about the power on this thing that bad? I only put nitrous in it. It hasn't had anything else touched on it. I don't think I subconscious. No, it's got no turbo in it and everything. Why the fuck is it now producing 200? What the fuck? So maybe it was the Type E Europe got. That makes sense because E probably stands for Europe, and the Type S is just like, hey, it's the Japan in Japan version because we can actually go over to the Mazda garage and punch the person who made the engine. It blew up after 10,000 miles. That's what it's supposed to do. But yeah, it doesn't surprise me that the Taurus parts work in the RX. Wouldn't a Taurus... Actually, it depends which Taurus you pulled it off, I take it, but I can imagine the years line up, don't they?
Well,
'Cause they
that's
Taurus
just
in
it.
years.
What happened was that if you take an alternator from a 1990 to a 1995, you yank the alternator out of one that's got like the 3.8 V6. Don't ask me which one that is. It puts out 130 amps. And if you replace the stock alternator, which only makes about 70 amps, the car itself takes 55 amps to run, you get one hell of a boost to your whole power system. So you can actually take it on long drives and have a radio going and have the wipers going and have lights on and all that other happy, you know.
So you can actually drive it as a car without the fear of
Yes.
electrical explosion.
Yes.
Just for other wires.
As far...
It's rated for like 55 amps, and you put 70 amps into it. You know, that's about
Yeah,
15
it's
amps.
it's a... Well, that's all you have to kind of play around with, and you have to divvy that 15 amps up amongst everything. Which, spoiler alert, the car doesn't really like doing. So you put in the 130 amp, and now everything can run as it should. Charging system can actually charge. You can run the radio, you can run the battery, you can run just about anything you want. So after that, Emile's gonna just go into the wall and
I was doing
dance around and get
I was actually
pirouettes.
doing a top speed run
Surprise.
because I was like, I'm this far ahead. I may as well do something while I'm this far up.
Yep.
So
But
170 by the way.
hey, not bad. But aside
Indeed.
from that, you just... The big thing that a lot of people say is throw on a Taurus electric fan, because apparently that's one of the highest flowing fans that has ever cheaply produced.
I don't know
Pardon
why.
the screwdriver
Did you drop
exploding.
the Hot Wheels?
No, screwdriver.
Oh,
Well,
sounded very Hot Wheelsy when it hit the floor.
Were you opening Hot Wheels with your screwdriver?
No, he's probably playing with a screwdriver because he's trying to put off swapping the alternators over. Because job. But hey, LSC, you know what you need to do? You really need to get a camera. What do you reckon, people? What he really should have done is he should have bought a camcorder when he bought the RX-7 and made videos on the fucking thing, because people are weeaboos on the internet. He probably would have made a load of money off it.
Hey, my name's
Yeah.
LRC, and as you can see, this is my FCRX7.
SCRX-7.
You realise
FC.
SC. Oh my god, that'd be amazing. Can we get him to stick a supercharger on it? That'd be fantastic. Can you supercharge? Can you supercharge? Wouldn't
Well,
supercharging a
turbocharge
rotary
it.
like improve everything because it'd actually give it like torque at like low end? Also, yeah, apparently
Probably.
this Type S, which was 230 horsepower from the factory, is now 280 for some godforsaken fucking reason.
I think they may have lied.
I didn't put an upgrade on this by accident, did I? I'm fairly certain I didn't.
No.
Nah.
I think
I
LRC
think they
died
may have
early.
just been fucking with you.
Yeah, if he's probably just
What?
BRB'd for a bit. Oh, he's back.
Fuji
Yeah, I've been
90.
here. I've been trying to explain shit.
Oh,
It's
sorry.
like not working.
No, it hasn't.
Oh, well done.
Sorry.
So, long story short, RX-7. I could totally go grab the GoPro and start making videos of it. I have yet to truly tear into it now that it's in the garage.
You haven't changed that much on it, have you?
I've put in the seat, I've put in the diff, and I've replaced some bushings and replaced some trim pieces.
I'm sure the diff would have probably been a thing, but to be honest, you do realise that might actually not be a terrible idea. Because you could
Yeah.
probably get a decent amount. Like, people are interested in RX-7s, so it probably wouldn't be a bad idea. I don't know how many people building RX-7s are on YouTube, like, but
I mean, there's a
If they
handful
do,
of people,
probably.
but they do, like, sporadic videos. And I'm sure while I have some free time, I could record a bunch of stuff, but seeing as how I'm going to college in, like, 3 months, I'm not sure how much free time after that I'm going to
use
have.
it to fund it.
Okay.
Oh wait, YouTube ad revenue doesn't clear before 1,000 subscribers now for some reason, because fuck me.
I'll just mooch off Thunder and just redirect
Actually, yeah,
all of
that's
the
not a
channel
bad
funds
idea.
over to me.
I'm not gonna lie, I don't think Thunder actually set up fucking monetization for his channel, so realistically you could just route it to your PayPal.
Don't give me any ideas. Too late.
Too late. Fucking, it's just like an evil millionaire just swapping over. I can't imagine he making all that much off ad. Mind you, he's doing like 6-hour videos, so maybe he is making a lot of money off ad
Oh
revenue.
joy, Ludo's back.
I never understood his reason for not monetizing, to be honest with you.
What was not monetizing?
Thunder. Because he's like, oh, well, I don't want ads to play. I was just like, YouTube fucking plays ads anyway. Because YouTube's got to make its own money if you don't make money for it.
Yeah.
The music that we play. I need to play Forza Horizon 1 again soon.
No, best for the Horizon is 2 because friends.
I mean, I do need to record. I actually need to upload those 2 episodes of Horizon 2 that I recorded, actually. I need to edit those. I've been saying this literally for like the last 3 weekends, but I'll probably upload those on the weekend. Because Mule wants to record more wrestling stuff on Thursday, so that probably knocks out any chance we've got of a recording session on that night.
Forget Mueller.
No, to be fair, that's not too bad. His series is... It's not going to take too long.
But this is better.
Yeah, but I'm pretty
Also,
far
what did I
ahead when it
miss?
comes to this. Because we're in the manufacturer races bit, and you know what that means.
Yes,
No.
Lovely, short, nice episodes. Do you know what? Fuck it, I can't be asked to take this corner properly.
Talking about the one that you
There we go.
baguette up your ass.
What's up? What did you say, sorry?
When do you?
Ludo,
What?
what did you say?
When do you stick a fucking baguette up your ass?
Why don't I stick a baguette up my arse?
Yeah, you
Because I
know-
quite like eating baguettes, to be honest with you, and I don't particularly want to have one after
Yeah,
sticking
yeah,
it.
but you know, convertible one and a shitty red one. If you get what I mean.
No. Believe it or not, I'm not an expert at shoving baguettes up my own asshole.
Wait, what?
It's
I
not
don't
something
think
I'm a
anyone
particular
is.
expert in.
Asa, you need to teach him.
Yeah, shit, Azza's here. Ask him about it. He knows a lot about it. If he's not dead as well.
I mean,
I
he's dead,
step
think.
away into the kitchen for 1 fucking second.
Well,
And face
fucking
shot
move your kitchen
shit
closer
in
to your
my
microphone
face.
than you dick.
What do you need help with?
Sticking baguette up Emile's.
No, that's LRC's job.
Oh, boys, good news.
What?
Is it
What?
the Dacia Thundero?
Is
No.
the Sender?
I realised how much I enjoy recording Reach the Peak today. Do you know why I like it?
Why?
Because it takes literally an hour to fucking do.
And did you do it right? Forget to do it.
No, I did it. It's ready for the revival episode shortly.
Oh no, why do you have to revive this?
No.
Because I want to end it at 50 episodes, because that makes sense.
What episode is it on now?
45 was what was recorded today.
Okay.
And I have... Basically, I was trying to use cards which gets people excited for the comeback, but at the same time, I'm not too bothered as to whether they do well or not, because if I'm rusty, which it turns out I'm not actually that rusty, I got decent enough times with the cards.
You're rusty. You're rusty.
Anyways, in case you were wondering, we had the Carrera GT because V10. The Tesla, so I could make Elon Musk jokes the entire time. And also, that's not in Forza anymore. The one exclusive Hoonigan car to Horizon 3, which is the Loki Blazer. Which, by the way, if you haven't driven it, don't ever drive it. The Toyota Supra, because...
Supra, oh boy, because fanboys.
Yes, it's the Mark III Supra, which is the one I don't like as well. Just to add insult to injury.
Wow, you don't like it.
But half the
Do
people
you know why I
don't
don't
even
like
know
Mark
there's
III
a
Supra?
Supra anyway.
Mark 4,
It's
you mean?
fat.
No, the issue with the Mark III Supra is it's like, hey, let's buy an FCRX7, but without anything that makes the FCRX7 vaguely interesting. So you're literally left with sort of fat GT car rendition of an RX-7. On the plus side, it's more reliable. On the downside, you'll wish it will die faster. At least I found a cool Minolta paint scheme for it, so that's cool. And then the Dodge Dart GT, because the Dodge Dart DT is amazing.
Emile, I demand 50% of ad revenue because I came up with Reach the Peak's name.
Reach the Peak doesn't get ad revenue anymore, so that's fine by me. Although, bear in mind, I'm not retroactively paying you because it probably did actually generate some ad revenue back in its day.
Oh.
Do you know what pisses me off?
No.
You know, since they turned the ad revenue thing off,
Yeah?
I legitimately think I've actually made in the like, looking at the way the viewership's gone, I have legitimately made about £100, which I'm not allowed to have ever.
Why? Why are you not allowed to have?
Because
Because
they
he's got
took the ad
less than-
revenue. Because 95% of Charles' partners haven't uploaded in the last 2 months. It's like, yeah, but that's not all of us, is it, you dick? If you have enough information to get the fact that 95% of us haven't uploaded, then why don't you just leave it on for the 5% of us that have? Or even better, why don't you just make it so no one else can sign up to it now, but we get to keep what we've got? It's like, fuck's sake, seriously. Worst bit is I'm probably going to have to go through the fucking rigmarole of partnering the bank up and all the rest of it again, which is fun. But guess when we'll be able to figure that out, boys? 90 subscribers time. Which is why I really need to start streaming, because streams bring in subscribers, basically. I was tempted to stream this tonight, but yeah. Too much effort.
Yeah.
Also, I don't know if I want to do this tomorrow or not, so... Whee! Bit of drifting going on there. Again, this fucking Type S has been destroying. So there's a Top Gear top tip. If you want to fucking win the RX-8 Cup pretty darn convincingly, just buy the Type S, apparently.
If you want to win, buy the fastest car. Wow! Insightful.
Consumer advice right here.
Other than that, I'll use one of the concepts.
Oh yeah, the concepts make good power as well. The concepts make like 270. That'd probably be like the most cost-effective way of doing it.
Yeah, because they don't cost shit.
They don't cost shit, my man.
You know how Thunder has its HD challenge thing? Or
Yeah.
did, because that's not really a thing anymore. I came up with an interesting challenge for myself the other day.
Oh.
How fast in this game, realistically, can you work your way up to an LMP car?
Actually quite
Fair.
fast.
Like, not a prize car LMP car, like an actual, you buy like the 3.5 million.
Still, actually quite fast.
Because surely the best way to do it, like, I was sort of thinking logically, like using the manufacturer events, so like, get silver on your A licenses, get the RX-8 concept car, do this, win this, pretty easily. Then you can just sort of keep using the money and so on and so forth. I think the car you get for this might be worth a bit as well. I think it's one...
Pre-rally car.
Haven't we already had this 787B RX-8 concept car? I'm fairly certain we've already won that. So, it's not that, but I'm fairly certain the car for this is vaguely interesting.
I'm trying to think if it is or not. I don't think it is.
But yeah, I'd be genuinely curious to see how fast you can actually work your way up to an LMP car. I
Yeah.
imagine it wouldn't take too much. I mean,
This
as
is
long...
without RSC grinding, right?
Yeah, actually, here's the challenge as well. Do it without grinding anything. So you have to constantly use new events over and over again.
That's pretty cool.
Like,
No
so...
idea.
It's... You're allowed to sell your prize cars and stuff, so let's say for this you do end up getting a race car, I don't know if you do. But you can sell it for like 250,000, eventually put it into... Isn't one of like the Vauxhall DTM cars really cheap? Isn't like the Astra only like 500,000 or something?
By the way, I've just checked, you don't get the really cool car from this race.
Okay. But yeah, like, you know the 500... Actually, I think I might know what you get from this. You know... Yeah, isn't the Astra like 500 grand or something?
I think so.
I thought the really cool car that you got from this was the one that you get from an endurance instead.
But yeah,
But
the
that-
RX-8 concept... So you could probably use like... get something from this, sell it for like 250. You get... Right, here's how you do it, okay? Here's how my foolproof strategy for this would go, yeah? Get silvers on the A license, which I think is the one that you need for the yellow RX-8, correct?
No, it's International B silver.
Is it? Okay, right. Work
Yeah.
your way up to IB, okay? Which isn't too hard. Get silvers on the IBs. Go over to the RX-8 manufacturer race. Do this one. Get whatever prize car it is. Sell whatever prize car it is. Use that same concept car to do the Coaster Amalafi. Oh, is it Amalafi or is it the other one? Capri.
Amalfi.
Go to the Capri rally, get the RSC, sell the RSC. By that point, I believe you'll have enough money for the Astra. Use the Astra, grind the DTM race, sell the DTM car, sell your Astra. And then just use some of the other prize cars that you get from the license tests to work on some of the manufacturer races, I guess.
Probably.
Because I know some of these manufacturer races give you like some serious car.
Yeah, you're...
Like some of them aren't actually bad for grinding as well, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, some are really good.
Yeah.
Some
Anyways,
are bad.
fuck me, that was a convincing way to win. The Type S is gone. That's what we figured out today. Do you know what they should do?
What?
Change the name from Type S to Type W, because we win.
Wow.
Such a,
Type-S sounds cooler.
such a convincing wow. Oh baby, 15 G's fully up.
Get ready for disappointment.
When
Get ready
the
for this.
girls in the club, yeah, rock it like it's hot, rock it like it's hot.
I know exactly where you went from this.
Get ready to be disappointed.
I'm always disappointed when I wake up and look at a mirror each and every day.
True.
And
Oh, hello, sexual.
I lied!
Baby.
Look at
It's
that.
very nice.
Do you know what I like about this car?
It's got the
what?
77
It says
beam.
optimized barrier on the side of it. I don't know what that means.
It
Anyways, I
means
could-
that when you crash
I
it,
think
it will
anyone
be
does.
optimized.
Sexual car.
I could have been fairly certain that you win, or I've already won that from something else, but never mind.
No.
I'm not fucking complaining. Anyways, we are at 52.9% completion. Jesus Christ. When it's the championship, apparently the percentage score goes up massively. Anyways, Mazda concept. We've got all the RX-8 concepts now, I believe, as well.
Yep.
Anyways, look at this fucking sexual being. Holy shit.
It is.
It's a free rotor.
Beautiful.
Huh.
Oh,
Baby.
Wow.
Totally
Yeah. The tri-rotor.
It is a tri-rotor. It
like
looks
syrup.
absolutely fantastic, and rest your fucking cotton socks. Yes, we will be using that at some point. I've got it penciled in for endurance, which means it'll probably explode at some point. Is it endurance, or have I got it written down for something else? I won't ruin it for what we've got, but okay, yeah, it's not the endurance; it's for something else, but it'll make sense. Anyways. That is it for this episode. Thank you all very much for watching. Next time, we're going to move away from the Mazdas and go to Subaru. Join us for that. Until then, farewell.